and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict, you on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton, but with that gang, then make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look, see, I was the high school slick brick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 gripping. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to live in. Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottom. Take two.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. The slot man in motion right. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. These two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they're looking for the season sweep with a win here in Miami. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Darby. That's swung out wide to Harris. Even with that broken tackle, can't get very far. Stops short of the 30. This defense for the Dolphins, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
To throw on 3rd down. Darby. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And this returnable for Hill. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Thomas. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Coates. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. The Dolphins at 11-1 now on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 1st down, Thomas. And this one caught by Coates. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Here we go, set. Cowboy 80.
Now a handoff up the middle. Coat, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 3rd down, Thomas. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
It's a second down run with Sanders, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Thomas now to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Taken right around the 44. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
12 more yards there and another 1st down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Jarrett. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Thomas. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, Coates. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Coat. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
On 3rd down, Coates. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They'll run on 1st down. Coat. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest-Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
On 1st down, Coates. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Thomas. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
19, 18, Pioneer.
Now Thomas on 3rd down.
And once again, this is Sanders. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
They'll run on 1st down. Coat, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Coates. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Give them a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game, and they make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one.
On 1st and 10, Darby. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
To throw on 2nd down, Darby.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards.
I'm going rhetorical on you here. Could that pass have been delivered any better to the receiver downfield?
Not at all. And when he catches that, he didn't even have to break stride. Full speed. That's why he got all that yardage after the catch.
Timing, timing, timing.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. On 1st down, Coat. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Coates.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Thomas throwing on 4th down. And Brown's got it for a Miami touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Dolphins go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The final shot before break. Darby. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Here's Thomas throwing to start the drive. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On second down, Cope, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Right back to him on first down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. On second and 11 now. Thomas. And going deep for Hill. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 128. He's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Throwing to start the drive. Darby looking for Campbell downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Back to throw. Darby finding his safety valve here. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right. And as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
They go play action here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Thomas.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. On fourth down, Thomas. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
To throw is Thomas. Off play action. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. Needed 13. They got 14 on third down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball. They leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll run on first down. Coates. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Coates trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. You know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Thomas now to throw on 3rd down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They'll try and run for it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 24. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
23 yards, the final tally.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Fancy footwork in midfield. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Off play action. Darby. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Back to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Coates, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Looking for Campbell downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Darby. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots get a bit closer. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed
as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Come on. Hey.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And going deep for Hill. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds.
Drop 60. 79 Broncos. 18 Randall.
To throw on third down. Thomas. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Pulled in at the 24. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Gets it quickly out wide to Thornton.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On fourth down, Darby. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
19 tight. Cut 19.
Here's Thomas. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Second and 6.
7 Pirates. Mustang 19.
Looking to throw. Thomas. And that is incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. A solid stiff arm.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
18, Pioneer. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
On first down, Thomas. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's